dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Levine in at the 3. And for Dallas, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Doncic over Dunn, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist from Hardaway. Doncic has got his team on the board to start the game for the Mavs.
Luka Doncic can pass it, shoot it, drive it, and he does it all with great flair.
Levine with it, now guarded by Porzingis. Levine can't hit. Here's Dallas. Here's Powell. Yep, it counts. And you see some of the shots that Doncic knocks down. Doris, the degree of difficulty is off the charts.
It is, Kevin, but the skill I love the most is his passing. It doesn't matter if it's a hook pass, a lob. He has the strength to hit the weak side corner, and this guy loves delivering in the big moments. It is so fun to watch him.
Here's Finney Smith. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Now, here's Dunn. Right side, Markkanen. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
The Bulls have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Dunn attacking. And Dunn with the slam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Now, here's Satoransky. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Levine for 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Levine can't hit. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jim Boylan. He knows one key will be slowing down the big Latvian, 7'3" Kristaps Porzingis, who possesses that unprecedented combination of size and ball skills. So they'll try to be physical and try to keep him bottled up as much as possible. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Now, Satoransky. Following the Porzingis miss from deep. Shot clock at 2. Satoransky gets the bucket. The Mavericks leading. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Now when it comes to load management strategy, Doris, should coaches do it along the way as opposed to waiting until the last, say, quarter, third of the season?
Well, Kev, I think you can look to the San Antonio Spurs, who I think were the first to really look hard at what we would now describe as load management. And I think the one thing is you're trying to just make sure guys are prepared for the most important point of the season. You've got to win enough to get in the playoffs and be positioned well, but your guys have also have to be healthy at the end of the year.
With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. Take a look at the Bulls. They're down in 10th place here in the middle part of the season. They'll need to make a move soon.
And looking at Chicago, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them, Greg. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
And there's the pass to Doncic. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Doncic has got 5 points so far. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. They trail by 1. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, Greg, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Now, here's Satoransky following the miss by Porzingis. Levine can't hit.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. No good with the triple. Chicago has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. That's to Carter. Here's Levine. 35 points for him last game against Boston.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game. Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now, here's Doncic. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. The three-pointer no good. Chicago trailing here. Markkanen finds LaVine. Mavericks with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Well, think back to before he moves on to the Dallas Mavericks. While Tim Hardaway Jr. was with the Knicks, he was carrying such a burden offensively because Porzingis was still recovering.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Kristaps Porzingis. 5th in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. And we've seen Hardaway be a much more efficient player than in the past.
What we know, Kevin, unequivocally, is that this young man can score the basketball. But what you hope is the best players in the NBA are all about efficiency. That's what you want Hardaway Jr. thinking about. How can I be the most efficient guy on the floor?
And here is Doncic after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
How about that burst of speed? Tim Hardaway Jr. Whoa!
Over to the left wing. Lets it go from 14. Markkanen can't get it to go.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Well, Kevin, how about the shot mechanics of your 7-footer? Kristaps Porzingis is efficient in catch and shoot.
Markkanen finds LaVine. Done outside. Back to Levine. There's the three. Another three for Chicago.
Well, Zach LaVine's athleticism and high release point make it very difficult to contest shots.
Outside Hardaway. From 10 feet out, it's hauled in by the Bulls.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And Levine, here we go. It's rebounded by Dallas. Finney-Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
That one goes. Count it. And now a 5-point Maverick lead. And here is Dunn. He's coming off a 13-point game against Boston.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing. Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Pass to Doncic. Connects from 3-point range. Doncic has got a couple of threes now in the first for Dallas. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Jackson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Wright in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Here's Young. 12 points his last outing. Passes it to Gafford. Valentine with it. A three-pointer off the mark. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Here's Wright. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college,
Take a break.
looking
Take a break.
to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
And so Wright nails both of them. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
Now here's Valentine. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game over Jackson. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Bulls trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now, here's Doncic. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backdoor. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
There's the pass to Young. Bulls moving the ball around. Pass to Valentine. Shot clock at 6. Lets the three fly. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
Right. It's blocked, but they get it back. White against Doncic. Knocked loose. Arcidiacono, the pass to Valentine. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the shot goes in.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
1:02 left here in the first quarter. Valentine passes to Gafford. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Doncic outside. Out left to the wing. Kleba, the pass to Wright. Unloads from 13. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Chicago. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Harrison's checked in, so he gets them both. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Gafford passes to Harrison. 6 on the shot clock. Out to White. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. The shot by Valentine, no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, you know, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Chicago right now, they've got Young, Harrison out there with White. Then there's Valentine, and it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Doris, great scoring is often reliant upon great footwork. And we hear coaches, don't we, talk about that all the time?
We really do, Kev. You look at a guy like Kyrie Irving, who at the point guard position is one of the great scorers. He's a clutch shooter. He doesn't go to the free throw line a lot, and it's because he's so elusive. Can finish left and right, puts a lot of English on his shots. DeMar DeRozan gets separation with incredible footwork, and maybe the best in the league right now in terms of his footwork. That tap dancing James Harden, which is just nearly impossible to check.
Oh, I love those names. You're so right. And it's fun to watch. What a skill. And here we go. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Porzingis has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Pass to Young. Shoots over Brunson. Misses off the left iron.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Porzingis kicks to Brunson. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Pass to Curry. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. It's stolen.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. And there's the pass to Brunson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Brunson's got himself on the board with 3 there. Now here's White. He has 7. High arcing shot.
You have to love that effort, getting after the basketball, fighting for a possession.
Porzingis kicks to Brunson. Outside Jackson. Outside Porzingis. Here's Brunson. Another 3 for Dallas.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Here's Gafford. Pass to Harrison. Curry with the defensive effort.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Harrison. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Young. And nothing is falling for him right now. Mavericks leading by 13. Outside Jackson. Now Brunson. He's got 6. Pass to Porzingis. Another three for Dallas.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Young will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Carter. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And in that matchup with the Pistons, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll. No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
A three from Porzingis. Satoransky grabs the miss. Satoransky's got 6 rebounds in the game. He dishes it to Markkanen. Carter outside. Passes to Satoransky. Kicks to Markkanen. Right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Harrison on target from 13 feet.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Runs in the pass to Porzingis. Here's Powell. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Markkanen pulls it in. Levine inside the three-point line. The shot misses. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as the favorite, seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch, started to play tight, and let that one slip away.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the three-point basket by Dallas. Here's Harrison. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Dunn's checked in. Mavericks leading by 17. Down low. And the dunk by Powell.
You have got to commend Powell on his positioning. I'll tell you, he buries himself deep, and he's going to sky for that slam dunk.
Outside, Levine. It's rebounded by Dallas. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. To the left wing. Three-pointer. Brunson, no good. Bulls trailed by 19. And Satoransky kicks to Levine. Back to Satoransky. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. For Dallas, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Chicago's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Doris, if you had to list a player with all the great talent in this league that's the most difficult to stop one-on-one, who would that be?
Well, like in similar situations, I can't give you just one. Some names that come immediately to mind: James Harden, obviously, has been in the MVP race for 5 years running, I think. He's virtually impossible to guard, right? He's got a great system for his individual skills. Kevin Durant can get any shot he wants at any time. And then the virtuoso that is LeBron James, who can pick you apart with shooting, with scoring, with passing. He's really nothing short of remarkable.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Doncic comes in for Seth Curry. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. And the Bulls making a change also. Ryan Arcidiacono now checked in for Dunn. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more three-point attempts than two-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more three-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than twos. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's two high-valued shots in the league. Restricted area twos, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and three-point shots. And everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Hardaway hits them both.
I'll tell you, Tim Hardaway Jr. has shown signs of being a lights-out scorer. And he's got the game to do just that. He looks better and better every year, guys.
Here's Levine. Rebounded by Hardaway. Dallas leading by 19. To the paint. Here's Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists tonight. Chicago's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Now here is Carter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Levine, here we go. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside, Doncic. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Arcidiacono. Markkanen passes to Levine. To the middle and stolen by Wright. Fast break Dallas. Here's Hardaway. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Hardaway has got 8 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Satoransky against Doncic. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Hits the jumper in space.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Feeds it to Doncic.
Luka Doncic is so clever. This guy able to draw the contact to get himself to the free throw line.
The Mavericks have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players. They believe this gives them a clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
Good on both.
And there's so much to like about Luka Doncic, but perhaps the best thing is he can contribute in every aspect of the game: scoring, rebounding, passing, you name it.
Here's Arcidiacono. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Markkanen. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting. And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
For Dallas, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Doncic. And he makes both free throws. And so it's Arcidiacono with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Hardaway against Levine, 11 feet away, and Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Arcidiacono kicks to Levine. To the paint. And that one's good. Arcidiacono.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Wright looking around. And the pass to Doncic. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about
Shooting
81
2.
from the line?
That free throw good from Doncic. Jackson, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the Bulls making a change here as well. White, he's checked in for Satoransky. He's perfect from the line this time. Chicago with the ball. And here's Levine. He's got 11. Markkanen dishes to Levine. 1:27 left in the first half. Looking to get it going. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Elite athleticism. Levine able to go up, take the hit, and convert.
You see Zach LaVine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard not to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in. Free throw good, Levine. And with Levine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with LaVine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after the injury, but he's come back better and stronger since then.
Arcidiacono, the pass to Levine. Up Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Powell, the pass to Wright. Here's Kleba, defended by Young. Three-pointer right. The shot, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Pass to Arcidiacono. Levine with it. Puts it up from 15, and the shot goes down. Levine's got 16.
Zach Levine doing work in the mid-range. He's got that shot in his bag. Yes, sir.
Doncic with it. From deep three-point range, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 18 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
And we're seeing there's a certain it factor for Luka Doncic. His supreme confidence in himself, the terrific floor leader, he's turned a lot of people into believers in a very short time.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, a recipe for disaster. Without major improvements defensively, this game is O-V-A, over.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Now here's Levine. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. He kicks it to Doncic. Shoots from 14. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, Luka Doncic right now cooking. This guy's got his rhythm, and he's making it hard on the defense.
Doncic against Dunn. For 3, Levine. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Porzingis, here we go. Now the dish to Hardaway. And let's go to our leaderboard. Instant offense is the specialty of these guys. The highest scoring shooting guards of the past month. 3rd is Luka Doncic. And, of course, Zach LaVine.
And this is the cream of the crop at the 2-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
You know, and that's why it often requires more than one man to defend against any of them. These players draw more double teams than any group in the league, and they still are able to put up points at a devastating rate.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Done against Doncic. Here's Levine, and the layup is good. Levine's got 18 points in the game.
Tell you, feeling the contact and the concentration to finish through it. Nice by Levine.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Poked away. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 12.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Pass to Carter. Shoots over Powell, and Carter with the basket on the assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. Dallas leading by 23. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And it's Dallas with another.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Here's Markkanen following the score by Dallas. Satoransky with it, now guarded by Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Markkanen. Over Hardaway. Trying to get open is Carter. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And the shooting mechanics that Markkanen has are just phenomenal. His form, the release point, everything, it looks good every time it leaves his hand.
And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Powell down low. Carter on him. Powell kicks to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another basket for Dallas.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Carter on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 20. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. Doncic trying to get open. Another 3 for Dallas.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Dunn dishes to Levine. That shot off the mark. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Satoransky against Hardaway. The shot comes out. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. Passes it to Levine. 11 feet away. Goes up again. It's good. Levine's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's a tough take. Levine calm in the face of pressure.
Doncic passes to Powell. Back to Doncic. To the left side wing. It's stolen by Carter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Luka Doncic.
Well, you love the physicality from Chris Dunn. He's willing himself to the stripe thanks to the way he goes straight into the defense on that shot.
Well, so many people were worried about Chris Dunn's offense after his rookie year, but you know what, Greg? He's turned it around.
And gone from struggling to hit 40% of his shots to shooting better from the floor. Still a strong defender, and he's making people forget that his offense was ever a question mark.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, we're talking about the 5th overall pick in 2016, done with exceptional two-way talent. Some pundits felt like he could have gone as high as number 3.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Chicago also making some changes. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Levine. And it's Harrison in for Satoransky. Now here's Brunson. 6 points for him. And it's sent back by Carter. Here's Markkanen. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Powell kicks to Curry. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Curry's got 7.
I'll tell you, not a lot you can do on defense there, boy. Curry on a mission to score the basketball.
Here's Carter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Bulls shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Carter. Carter hits them both. Mavericks leading by 22. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Doncic. Lays it up and banks it in. Doncic has got 22 points.
There's a burst that allows Luka Doncic to be effective on his drives. You're not going to catch him standing around. This guy is in attack mode.
Now here is Carter. He's got 8. Now Porzingis. Dishes to Doncic. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Harrison scanning the floor. Back to Markkanen. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Markkanen's got 6 points.
And how about the D was excellent there. But Markkanen just so skilled, and with that size, still able to finish. Wow, this guy's got a chance to be special.
That one falls. 26 points for Luka Doncic.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Dunn passes to Markkanen. Off target from three-point range.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Here's Porzingis outside for Curry. And it's blocked. Here's Harrison. Dunn outside. Poked loose. Doncic with the steal. In, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Jackson comes in for Luka Doncic. And it's Wright in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here is Young. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. White dishes to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Curry with the defensive effort.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Kleber. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Valentine, that's for 2. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Jackson, the 15-footer. Good.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
The Bulls have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Gafford passes to Young. Here's Arcidiacono. Guarded by Porzingis. Back to Young. They need this one, and they pick up 2. Young's got his first points of the night.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And here is Wright. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And Porzingis, here we go. No bucket, and that miss is number 6. He's made 7. And Young kicks to Arcidiacono. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Valentine with it. He has 6. 5 to shoot. Porzingis with the block. Curry against White. Left side, Porzingis. From outside, off the mark. Well, Chicago's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Young dishes to White. Lets it go. That one a little long. Dallas has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Porzingis passes to Wright. Now here's Curry. 7 points in the game. Here's Porzingis. Valentine grabs the board. Chicago has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Now the pass to Gafford. Porzingis with the block. White against Jackson. Kicks it to Curry. 6 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
Levine's checked in for Chicago. That free throw good from Porzingis.
There is so much to love about Kristaps Porzingis. Over 7 feet, sweet shooting jumper, but aggression. This guy will back down from no one.
Here's Gafford. Pass to White. Shoots over Curry. They grab their own miss. Gafford. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Right outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. Number 1, the Bulls.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
And the first one at the line is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
That one misses. Chicago's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And it's White missing. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Wright. Porzingis against Young. Porzingis kicks to Wright. Dallas moving it around. Here's Kleba. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Chicago's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got 22.
This, to me, is where Levine's length can be a major advantage. Nice job attacking on the painted area.
Right from outside. Can't get it to fall. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Mavericks ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. They've got Levine, and it's Young in at power forward. Levine against Lee. Back to Barea. It's tipped. In transition, here come the Bulls. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What's up?
Yeah, Kev, Thaddeus Young is a Swiss Army knife, a multi-talented guy who can pass the basketball.
Helps teams if they can keep the rights to their best player. We see it in other leagues. Could the franchise tag ever make its way, do you think, to the NBA?
Well, this is going to be a negotiation point between the Players Association and the league itself. And the reality is it's going to have to be negotiated. What we know unequivocally, Kevin, is that these players now in the player empowerment era have more control about what franchise they play for and how long the duration of their contract is. How this all shakes out remains to be seen, but it is a point of conversation amongst the 30 NBA teams and the league leadership. There's no question about it.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Barea with a wide open look and the three off target. The Bulls shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Arcidiacono, the pass to Levine. Here's Hutchison. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
Pass to Kleba. Back to Barea. Outside Jackson. The pass to Barea. Lee outside. Dallas again missing. Chicago has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed.
Boy, how about the strength by Thaddeus Young on that dunk? My goodness gracious.
Now here's Lee. Doris, we've both been very public in our admiration for LeBron, the face of the league, for so many years. When he retires, and we're approaching that date, who do you think might step up and and take his place as the face of the NBA.
Well, probably the most likely candidate is the new and reigning MVP, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is an absolute physical force. He's put on 50 pounds. He's getting more and more skilled. When he adds that three-point shot as a consistent weapon and gets to an in-between game, he will be impossible to guard. Kawhi Leonard, you know, he is now sort of taking over as a multi-time winner of the Finals MVP, and certainly a player guys want to play with. So just a couple of possibilities there, Kev.
Here's Dunn following the three-point basket by Dallas. Now Levine shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Levine.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Bulls. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Of course, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
The first free throw is good. All free throws good from Doncic. For Chicago, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. From 12 feet out, and it's Carter missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Markkanen. And another shot. And it's Carter missing.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And Dunn over to help. And stolen by Dunn. Left side, Levine. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Dallas.
You know, I like that mentality by Levine. Taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Levine. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports, worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator. And I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
Carter with the bucket.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Now, here's Doncic. Defense right on him. Pass to Brunson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
That's just unreal body control. Chris Dunn really showing up the D with that shot.
Dallas leading by 22. Doncic kicks to Brunson. Misses the three.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Porzingis is checked in for Dallas. And Chicago also making a switch. Satoransky's checked in. Carter on the wing, guarded by Powell. Powell against Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. Releases from the wing and drills it. Doncic has got 14 points here in the second half.
No shortage of confidence from Luka Doncic. If he gets a clean pass, it's going up.
Carter outside. Pass to Satoransky. He dishes it to Dunn. Shoots over Doncic. Dunn's shot's good. Dunn's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you have to be able to play the pick and roll game in the NBA, and Chris Dunn getting to the right space quickly.
Hardaway against Satoransky. Hardaway kicks to Finney-Smith. Goes up on the wing, and it's good off the back rim and in. 14 points for Tim Hardaway. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Doris, all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner three, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor. Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Levine against Porzingis, and it's blocked.
Powell is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
When you watch Lowry Markkanen play, it's easy to see how easy it is for him to put up points. Attacks from all spots on the floor and has a great touch on that shot, especially for a man his size.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And really, Greg, the only knock on Markkanen is that he can be too passive at times.
And I suspect that will fade as he grows more comfortable in the league. You have to remember how young he is and missed a good amount of time with injury during that second year.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Seth Curry comes in for Porzingis. And Barea subbed in for Luka Doncic.
And Markkanen is a perfect candidate for that stretch four. Outstanding at pulling the trigger from deep and not afraid to go inside and bang with the other bigs.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Curry. Of course, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Now here's Curry following the miss by Chris Dunn. Hardaway finds Barea. Back to Hardaway. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Denzel Valentine.
Well, this is a quick and decisive offensive player who's not afraid of contact. Love Tim Hardaway Jr. accepting the contact.
Shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops. And he can't hit the second. Doris, we know historically the Celtics, the only franchise to ever have a four-peat, 4 straight championships. Do you think at some point we're going to see another?
I'm not sure there can be in today's NBA, Kevin, and there are a number of different contributing factors. #1, the salary cap implications that happen. #2, look at the Golden State Warriors, who were well positioned for a three-peat. And yet, as you know, luck plays a small part in an NBA championship. Luck relative to injuries. You see Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant both get lost in the midst of an NBA Finals. This is it's challenging enough to go back-to-back. Forget about four-peat.
On deep, Barea. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Lee comes in for Hardaway. Chicago's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Dunn passes to Cornette. Valentine kicks to Dunn. Back to Valentine. Passes it to Cornette. Clock at 4. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. From deep, Barea. Chicago grabs the miss. Cornette's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Gafford, Powell with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Wasted no time on that one.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Cornette, guarded by Barea. The pass to Hutchison. Barea against Dunn. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
Harrison's checked in for the Bulls. He hits both from the stripe. Here's Barea. Pass to Powell. Now here's Lee. Outside Curry. And it's off from three-point range. Well, Chicago's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And here is Lee. Powell kicks to Marjanovic. Pass to Lee. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the Bulls. Cornette's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Dunn. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Dunn's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, because everybody's playing Chris Dunn to be a driver, he can get that jumper anytime he wants.
Curry passes to Barea. Back to Curry. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Barea.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Mavericks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Luka Doncic.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Now Barea following the miss by Dunn from deep. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Barea against Dunn. Lee outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Harrison. Passes it to Gafford. The shot, no good. Good D by Lee. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat him down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.